Japanese lolly or beauty product? Bior marshmallow whip.
I don't want it to be either.
Have a guess anyway.
I'm going to say that it's a lolly.
It is a beauty product. Marshmallow whip.
Not a good start.
Sake in hand, we'll mispronounce stuff because we're two gaijins and words are tough.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sake This. My name is Josh. I'm here with my co-host, Justin. How you going, Justin?
Good, I'm good.
He was just munging down on some spicy Doritos over there. So
Flaming hot, and they're good.
Flaming Hot, not a sponsor, Doritos, so just so you know.
Potentially.
So this show's all about Japan. If this is your first time hearing it, we talk about weird and wonderful news that we find from Japan, and also we play some games and some trivia. So we've got a couple of news stories coming up today, a Guesstimation Japan game, and then we're going to roast some reviews, which Justin has put together this week. That'll be towards the end of the episode. Righto, Dorito Man, take us away.
Dorito Man, I like that. I've collected a few news segments from just previous weeks, months maybe. The first one I've got for you, Josh, is anger in Japan after Instagrammer drinks burial site offering.
Okay.
Sit with it. It's okay.
Did you say they were a tourist?
Yeah. Firstly, guess where they're from.
It has to be North America.
No.
Australia.
Australia.
Oh, come on, Australia.
I will just delve into the story a bit to give you some.
Yeah, maybe don't.
It doesn't get like the headline sounds bad, but yeah. So it's a foreign tourist identified as Lockie Jones from Sydney. Filmed himself drinking a canned cocktail that had been left as an offering at a grave at the base of Mount Fuji, and it was deemed a prank. It's not a prank. He just filmed himself doing something dumb. That's what pranks are these days. And the prank was made worse by him flipping a coin to decide whether to drink it. He also made a video rant criticizing Japanese society and mental health. And yeah, it just goes on to explain what a burial offering is and the fact that you shouldn't drink it.
So I've got so many questions. We might be on this for a bit, so I'll try to keep them short and I'll prioritize my number one question. Is Mr. Sydney an influencer?
Yeah, it seems from everything, yeah. It's an Instagrammer.
Instagrammer, yes.
But someone making the video with intent of it going viral, which obviously it made headlines.
Yes. So here's my issue with that whole story. You can't call spiritual and cultural disrespect a prank. I think that those two things live in different worlds. But you then can't, you can't then redirect it into a mental health conversation because it just feels like you're covering your own butt there.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't based on that. Like they've done, it's two separate acts.
Oh.
As in they've done the drinking of the burial site offering.
Yep.
And then they've also made a video rant criticizing Japanese society and mental health.
Okay, well that only makes it slightly better.
It doesn't. It definitely doesn't. They've stuffed up twice. Obviously don't drink tributes to the deceased. I feel like that shouldn't have to be said.
But with most cultures around the world, they allocate a whole time to go and drink. When it's funereal, there's a time allocated to drinking.
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't invited to that ceremony though.
It's just always a cock that goes and drinks a ceremonial cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's so embarrassing. I just thought it had to be someone from North America given the level of just cultural blindness.
Yeah, I think I get it, but when you talk about influencers, that really opens up everywhere. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, it's a global douche.
It's just it's just someone that has no respect
I like how all influencers, and particularly the ones that go to Japan, because they're notorious for it,
Yeah.
they funnel into a lane of dipshit. They all act disrespectfully. They're not getting any attention for anything else other than these really disrespectful acts.
Yeah, I also think it's just one of those things when you're in a completely different country, you're excited, but then you also feel like you need to do something because you're on camera.
Yes.
And that's where, but even still, like, you wouldn't do that in Australia. Why do it in a different country? Like, it's, yeah.
I can't think of a direct analogy to that, but all I can say is this is exactly the type of person that if they were going on Valentine's Day to give flowers to their partner, that they would just nip by a gravesite and just grab the prettiest ones that they could.
Yeah, which we've all done a couple of times.
Yeah, the thing is,
we've all done it, guys, haven't
but
we?
we didn't film it.
Yeah, we didn't film it, and it wasn't a prank.
And we didn't back it up with a sad video.
Oh my god! Yeah.
That's
cool.
embarrassing for
But
Australia.
flipping a coin as well to be like, should I do it or should I not do it? Yeah, just like if you have to flip a coin over something like that, that's probably just don't do it, eh?
Just don't drink liquids in public if they're already open. That's got to be a simple rule.
I've got to, yeah. So these kind of fit a certain bill of not necessarily, they're not about tourists, but they're just stories of just a guy being a bit of a jerk, which I don't even know if this one fits that category, but we'll go into it anyway. Japanese man breaks into his old middle school 40 years after confiscation to reclaim lost items.
Okay.
A man upset that some items confiscated when he was a student long ago were never returned, broke into his former middle school decades later to retrieve them.
Well, I definitely want to know what they were, but before we get to that, did you ever have anything confiscated or lost at school that you would ever break back in there to get?
No, I don't think so.
Because I don't think you can reclaim self-esteem.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much, that was all I would want back. And that is a massive amount of time to wait though.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously he's got some sort of news that the item still exists.
How do you
Maybe his offspring.
How do you think that story went?
Dad, guess what's down at school?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for this one, I don't have many other details except for that. It was very hard to find details,
Yes.
but that happened.
So what do we think he was in there trying to steal? What would you, as, let's just say middle school, so I don't know what that is in Japan. Let's say that's 12 to 16 maybe. So, and this guy's, say, 50 to 60 years old, in that range. What could it possibly be? And items, that means more, I'm assuming that's plural. There's more than one thing in there that he wants. Do you think he found out the teacher he hated still works there? So he wanted something of his own back, but also to steal all that teacher's shit?
I would assume for it to last. I'm going to pull up the article because I'm actually interested, but I assume for it to last 40 years, it would have to be something that's on display.
Yes. So that's what I was thinking. Two things.
As well, sorry to cut you off. This is 40 years later.
I know.
So this puts this guy in at least his 50s.
It does. But I think for something to remain on display over 4 decades, it actually probably had to be pretty important at the time, because otherwise they would have switched it out or gotten rid of it or put it in a shed somewhere in a cupboard. So I'm thinking it was an award that was given to the wrong person and he feels he deserved it, or it was the best jacket that he's ever worn and nothing else has fitted him since.
Yep.
He's lost a bit of weight. Midlife crisis. He's like, I can fit into that jacket that
I did in middle school. So there's no word on what the items were. They did not find out what the items were, but he did apparently retrieve the items. But the man also, by the way, 63 years old at the time of break-in. The man also hoped to find the contact information of the teacher who had confiscated his belongings.
I knew that there would be a teacher. It had to be some kind of
He got
revenge mission.
Yeah. Anyway.
I wonder how old that story is, because maybe it was 2020, 2021 and he needed toiletries.
In January 2022.
Okay.
63-year-old Japanese man accompanied by his 58-year-old girlfriend broke into his old junior high school. Yeah, wild. Got caught in the principal's office. I mean, it sounds like just a funny cover story, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like they're maybe just trying to bone in the principal's office.
It sounds like that was his dream.
But yeah, maybe that's what was confiscated.
Geez, that's a long time to wait, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a long time. So for the third story of today's episode, yeah, this one's actually a dude being a jerk. To put it lightly, man hides under hotel bed, found by guest after a weird smell.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that there's a famous Japanese horror movie called Under the Bed. I wonder if it was inspired by this story.
Yeah, it was a very weird one that popped out to me because it's like, I mean, stuff like this happens everywhere, but the fact that it was like because of the smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story is a woman staying alone in Tokyo hotel noticed a strange, rotten smell in her room. She searched and discovered a man hiding under her bed. The man fled after screams alerted staff and other guests. Police found a power bank and USB cable under the bed, raising concerns he may have been secretly recording. The hotel refunded her stay, but not for emotional distress. And she's shared the story to highlight hotel safety issues. I looked into it a bit deeper and it's like, yeah, because in like a lot of Tokyo hotels, there's not much room to be under a bed to start with. But this one, it seems likely that there's enough room. Some hotels have room to store like suitcase and luggage underneath the bed. So that's, yeah.
I just want to know how he played it at the time. Because if he had just said, you're a little stinky, here's some deodorant, and put it just back on her, how she would have handled that in the moment.
Oh, as in she created the smell.
Yeah, that the smell was not related to him at all.
Straight to victim blaming.
Like, I'm just here to help.
Just straight to victim blaming.
Well, I'm trying to become an influencer and go to Japan, so... No, that would be absolutely horrible for her, and just a bad smell in your motel or hotel room, wherever you are, is bad enough.
Yeah.
Particularly if you feel like you have to go and search for it because it's so bad that you won't be able to stay in the room.
Yeah, just to find a man underneath the bed.
So is it confirmed that the man and the smell were causal?
Oh, no, yeah, but yeah.
Because imagine if it wasn't the guy and you're still, after all that, and if that was, say, the only room and she's like, okay, he's out of here, you were stuck still with the smell?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You'd be ringing downstairs and be like, oh, not her again.
Yeah, I've stayed in a few hotel rooms that have the smell of a man underneath the bed.
I've stayed in a few, one in North Essendon, where I would have rather find a guy under the bed than spend the night on that mattress.
You could have been the man under the bed.
Oh, it would have been
on the mattress. You just go underneath it, Josh.
I would have felt cleaner and safer to have slept on the floor under that bed.
Yeah, right.
Just one thing before we move on with that story. Was there any physical confrontation? Did she have to defend herself at all?
No, it doesn't seem so from the story.
And I mean, I made and said the silly thing earlier about what he should have done in that instance. But what was his reasoning to be there?
There was nothing. He fled and he got away with it seemed. And also people distrusted her side of the story.
Okay.
But it seems that the hotel took ownership in it. And doesn't seem like it's a false story, but yeah, like that's where it went, because it was obviously he just got away. And that was
I was victim blaming, but that sounds like a fair gaslighting effort by the motel staff. Oh yeah, sure, there's a smell, and sure that there was a guy under the bed.
Yeah. But it's like that whole and it's like one of those headlines that gets comments about being, oh, you can't, like, as when I looked into it, like, you can't fit under a hotel bed. It's like, yeah, but you can. Like, obviously this one you can. Otherwise, they wouldn't have raised it with the hotel because the hotel would have been like, there's no room underneath the bed.
Yes.
But yeah.
They would have said the same thing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you're going to tell me that any of those are fake, but they feel incredibly real. So is there another story before I have a guess?
No, they're just simply all real.
I was going to say they all just feel real, but also,
I wish they were fake.
yes, I think that they were so real that I would have rather have heard none of them. Particularly that first one.
Yeah, well, I just thought we cover so much lighthearted stuff.
We
and
do,
I wanted to see what your reaction would be to probably not the lightest of hearted things.
No,
and I would just like to say, public service announcement: don't drink from a burial, just do not touch any grave, anything. Don't get flowers from a gravesite, even though Josh and I recommend it.
Yep.
Don't do it. Don't also hide under the hotel beds, preferably if they're women staying in that hotel room.
I endorse.
But do please break into a high school 40 years after.
Yeah, that just sounds great. I can't wait now to put that in my calendar.
Yes.
It'll be way off in the future.
Yeah. It's like, what year did you graduate? And you're like, 2012. I'll be there. I'll be back there shortly.
Yeah. I endorse all of those messages, by the way.
I endorse all of them. Okay. Let's get on to some guesstimation Japan.
Yeah, let's do it.
So today I've got a bit of a weird one, a bit of a funny one for you, because they are surprisingly should be hard to get.
Yep.
Surprisingly, because it is surprising when you hear the different categories. So I've either got a Japanese lolly or a beauty product. And yeah, you've just got to tell me if you think the title that I say is either a Japanese lolly or a beauty product. That's your only job today.
Okay.
And I hope you do well.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start off strong. Let's start off very strong.
The only thing less sincere than that was when you tried to give me a Dorito earlier and told me that it was nice. I didn't believe either of those.
It is nice. Okay, first thing. It's either a Japanese lolly or beauty product. Please remember that.
Yes.
Japanese lolly or beauty product. Black.
Beauty product.
It is a lolly.
Oh gosh, of course.
Colon chocolate.
Lolly.
It is a lolly. I will say I maybe mispronounced that. It's COLLON. Colon is.
No, you said that perfectly.
Okay, great. Perfect whip.
Perfect whip. I'm going with lolly again.
It is a beauty product.
Well, I won't ask questions. But...
Yeah. I don't want to answer any questions because it gets worse.
Okay. I'm not sure how. But yeah.
Lolly or beauty product? Baby lips.
I don't want it to be either, but I'm going beauty product.
It is a beauty product. Tie off the back of that one. Melty kiss.
That's a lolly.
That is a lolly.
Yep.
Lolly or beauty product? Look chocolate.
Look chocolate. Lolly.
It is a lolly.
Yep.
Oh, he's going good. Softy Mo.
Softy Mo. I'm going beauty product.
It is a beauty product. Koala's March.
Don't want that to be either. Koala's March is a lolly.
It is a lolly. Oh, you've locked in. We've got two more. Every burger.
I'm going to say, I want it to be a little tiny burger, but I'm going to say beauty product.
It is a lolly. And last one of the lolly or beauty product is, of course it's this, Moist Diane.
That is a beauty product.
It is a beauty product. It
Uh,
would have to be a beauty product, surely. But yeah, you've done pretty well. It took a little bit to get into, but once you worked out what was going on, you nailed it.
yeah, I did all right. Can we look up one of those?
Yep.
What was the whip one?
A whip one was Perfect Whip, and that's a beauty product.
Yeah, so that I would have thought would have been some kind of cream
Yeah.
or milk lolly, or maybe even a small. You know how we have those Cadbury white shells in
Also,
Australia?
that is also. I've got a picture. We can post that in the show
Yes.
notes of the Every Burger.
I got it
and
wrong, but I kind of got it right. Are
It
they
is
tiny?
chocolate, and it's just a biscuit.
Oh, but are
A
they?
bourbon.
I wanted them to be like tiny teddies.
No,
inside.
they look quite big.
Ah, well, I was completely off
but yeah.
base then.
Every Burger, and then the Perfect Whip.
Perfect Whip sounds like something that
A
should have
cleansing
happened
foam.
at the same time as a guy drinking a cocktail at a funeral site. Those two things should have happened at once.
Yeah, it's just a foam, a cleansing foam. Are you aware of what cleansing foams are, Josh?
No, when I heard Perfect Whip and you said beauty product, I assumed it would be something to style your hair,
Oh no.
to get a big whip in your hair. No, I don't know. What is it? Give me the 2-minute pitch on.
cleansing foams.
Cleansing foam.
It's skincare generally. It's just to cleanse your face from all the dirt and grime. It will have like alcohol stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'd use it. I don't know what it is.
Okay. I did notice when I was just researching different Guesstimation Japans in the past that the number of cleansing, cleaning, revitalization products that are available in Japan is absolutely crazy.
What would you think? Yeah, of course. There's a reason why the stereotype of Asians generally looking young.
Yes.
It's because of skincare. The
Yeah.
fact that you don't know what a cleansing gel is, or seem to have never really heard of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it stresses me out, Josh.
I mean, I've thought about different cleansing gels, but most of those were in Bangkok at pharmacies. So that's
okay, good. Anyway, so for our last segment of today, we've got some reviews to share. And these reviews, I don't want to dox the place. I don't want to badmouth them. It is just any 7-Eleven in Japan. This is a very specific one. Very specific, as like just off a little alleyway, but I'm not going to get too specific. I'm just going to say that. And if you know the place from the reviews, then great. But it will probably be suitable for most 7-Elevens in Japan. I've got the first review. It's a 5-star review. And all it says is, I like curry, no curry in Australia, 7-Eleven.
Okay.
The perfect 5-star review.
It covers off how they felt about it and why it's superior.
Yes.
That
compared
is
to something, compared to an identical chain somewhere else. This is 5 stars. I don't know if they have a 4-star review of a 7-Eleven in Australia and it just says no curry.
If there's no curry, they're not getting better than a 3.
yeah, true. But yeah, I thought that was just a really good review. I like curry. Started off strong.
Yeah.
The second one, also a 5-star review, and maybe a different end of the spectrum in terms of review wise, because this is just a 5-star review and it says, okay place.
It frustrates me that that's a 5. We've talked about 5s, which I guess it's a funny 5. This is a non-ironic 5. And I just can't handle when people write okay and they just use a little k. I know that
Oh yeah, big O, little k.
because you've made it more ambiguous than it needs to be.
I would say this is probably written on a phone.
Yes.
Where it automatically does caps for the first letter, and then also wouldn't let him submit the review without writing something. So they've just written okay place.
Yes, without a full stop. So you're right.
Yes.
It's the quickest possible thing. He probably wrote okay, and then it's just filled in place with some autofill.
Yeah.
But a large K would change the whole complexion of this review.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
okay place.
Okay, place.
Anyway, I'll let you deal with the next
I would have loved it
review.
if it was okay, comma place.
Okay place.
Okay,
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
That's a weird 5 stars. So I'll take the next one.
Yeah, you take the next one. 'cause
This
we've
is
gone-
a 1-star review. When you put it in the bag, just put the eggs in last. Are you crazy? Anyone would know that, comma, idiot.
Idiot with a question mark.
Idiot with a question mark. So anyone would know that, idiot? Okay, that's a kind of tremendous 1-star review.
I would also like to note they've only left one review, and it's this review.
Just the one.
This account, it's just got
Oh,
one.
they should
They've only left
stop.
one review. That's perfect.
I liked that put the eggs in last is so universal that the translator nailed that beyond perfectly, because that's about as universal a statement as you're ever going to see in a review, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. That's perfect. I would say don't ever stop leaving reviews, but they've probably already stopped. And we've got a 4-star review, which this one I picked out because it seemed like a very common theme amongst the reviews for this in particular 7-Eleven. It says, there are many foreigners, but many of the staff speak good Japanese, so the checkout process is smooth.
This is a local Japanese customer that is essentially praising them for having staff that speak good enough Japanese that they're useful as staff.
Yeah, they're letting 1-star slip because they're like, oh, there's foreigners.
Yes, that's what I was wondering.
But then the rest of it's like, but they're actually pretty good.
I didn't want to ask if that was where the other star went.
Oh, there's a lot of 1-star reviews just saying foreigners. So,
Okay,
that's the vibe of.
I would love to think that they were just reviewing a really bad song by the band Foreigner and they've just put it in the wrong place, but that's obviously not happening. So this next review is from a reviewer with 200 reviews. So this is a veteran reviewer. This one's a 2-star. The store is not large. That's the whole review.
Yeah.
If you walk into a convenience store, how large do you want it to be?
Larger than not large, I would assume,
Well,
from this person.
Not large makes it sound like you're essentially
It's-
buying stuff off the street and maybe it's a little tiny corridor type of thing. But I would have thought that most 7-Elevens were about the same size everywhere.
No, it depends. Like this one's
Well and
this
truly
one's
in
definitely
the not large kind of sizing.
it's
I've never walked into a bigger than average 7-Eleven and thought to myself, this place is not large.
like walking in there and going, 5 stars.
This is huge.
Oh, this is large.
I'm going to go I've got to make a comment on Google right now about the largeness.
You just, oh my God, this is a 7-Eleven. This is a 7-Eleven, right?
I just
here.
need to find not large in one of these.
This is not large.
So just to finish up, is that all our reviews for the 7-Eleven?
Yeah. Oh, there's so many more, but
Yes.
you can find them yourselves, listener.
Yes. Did you have the classic Japanese convenience store experience, whether it was fried chicken or anything specific that you're like, well, we definitely don't get this here?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Bento boxes.
It wasn't curry.
No, not curry.
Not curry.
Even though I like curry.
Yeah. So
And then there's no curry in Australia, 7-Eleven. But no, just bento, like just prepared, like full meals that you can just go in and grab.
Yeah.
Like proper meals that don't make you feel bad.
Okay.
Like here we've got,
Pre-prepared
you can
stuff.
buy a chicken sandwich that tastes so bland.
Yes.
Or you can buy a sausage roll or there's that stuff, but there's not something that feels like it's been prepared in a restaurant somewhere and you can buy it for like $5.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was definitely, I'm overhyping it a little bit.
No, I'm really looking
but
forward to.
You'll understand when you go there. It's like, this is amazing. And because it's, there was a lot of locals buying exactly what I was buying, so it mustn't be that bad.
Yeah, nice. That's how you know. If locals are shopping at a convenience store, that is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the last chicken sandwich I had from a 7-Eleven in Australia, they were also trying to help me with my water intake for the day because the thing was damp.
Oh, yeah. Because they're stored in the fridge and yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that I've ever heard anyone say about any Japanese food product, yuck.
Yeah.
It's a regular occurrence in Australia, yuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something and I cannot think of it.
Coal and chocolate, was that one of them?
Yeah, but I think that's just the brand name.
Yeah, that's a yuck
funny.
name.
Yeah. I think it's just chocolate, but from the brand Colin but yeah.
Well, hopefully for everyone who's been listening today, they didn't think this podcast was from a colon. Hopefully you think it was a little bit better than that.
This is from an intestine.
Yeah, it's from further up the intestine. Yeah. That intestine was not large. So thank you so much for listening, everyone. Thanks for sharing the show around. I've seen a few people that I know that I didn't really even realize I was still connected to on the internet that have shared the show with their friends or whatever they're doing. So that's appreciated. And did you have anything else for us today, Justin?
No, just keep doing what you're doing, listener. And whatever that is, I hope it's just listening to the podcast.
I also do. And I just wanted to finish up today with just the word vibe.
With vibe?
Vibe.
Okay. Well, I want to finish up with let me get back my list of Japanese lollies.
Okay.
This is my final words are going to be black.